Hello everyone, welcome to Canvas 101 training. Today we are going to be focusing on creating content within your Canvas course. And so to do this, we are going to look at two different methods. First, differentiating between graded and non-graded content materials. There are specific types of content in Canvas which may have a little bit different terminology than what you're used to. And so we'll differentiate between that terminology to help you get the most out of the assignments and out of the content material that you are presenting to your students. For those of you who may need a refresher on Canvas navigation as a whole and both within your course, feel free to refer back to an earlier Canvas video where we focused particularly on navigation. For today, we're going to jump into creating content. And if at any point this video is moving a little quickly, feel free to rewind or pause so you can work on your Canvas course at the same time as well. So to get started, we are going to want to pull up our own Canvas course. Today, we are focused on our Canvas 101 training course shell. By selecting the title, we're going to jump right into our course. Once we're in our course, we can see that we are navigating our home page through modules. Again, as a little bit of a refresher from last video, we can see that there is a home page, modules, people, grades, and assignments that are visible to the students. The rest of the options we've hidden. The reason we're doing this is so the students are able to see a minimal amount of items. This helps our students be able to access all the material in the same location. So in order to do this, the first thing we want to do is make sure that we have the modules as headings that are sorting the material and guiding the student for each week or each unit or each section. And so we've decided to divide it up by weeks. For example, we have week 1, welcome module for 11-13. This item acts as a heading to allow us to put any content material within week 1 underneath. For example, we have a page, we have an assignment, we have a discussion, and also a quiz. These items are all coded a little bit differently in Canvas, and we'll explore some of those options in just a minute. For those of you who need to create your first module, in other words, your first heading to organize material underneath, you can do so by going up to the top right-hand corner and selecting Module. When in the module homepage, you can then title your heading. For example, Week 2, the subject, and the date. It is very important that when we create modules, we are setting a uniform method for the students. This way, if the student has to refer back because they missed the course, they know exactly which week to go to, what the lesson was, and what date this was. This really helps our students streamline their information. We can then click Add Module. And as you'll see, although this course is in progress, we now have a brand new module, Week 2, recording lectures, at the bottom. We can also rearrange our items by clicking on the left-hand side and dragging them. So the first thing to focus on when you're in your new Canvas course is the method of organization within modules. From here, we're going to decide what to include in our modules. So, for example, in Week 1, again, we're looking at pages, assignments, discussions, and quizzes. So all of these items, instead of referring over to this page to look at discussions, and this section to look at quizzes, and running over here to view assignments, we put everything together so that way the students know to look at Week 1 and go item to item. We're going to look at what exactly a page is, and how the Canvas terminology is different than what we consider pages to be in an in-person setting. After we've clicked on the page, we can then see that the instructor has given us a bit of information. Most of the time, pages are not going to be a graded item. Instead, they're shared information for viewing. For example, in this Canvas 101 training, I may want to provide background information. This may also be information that you can check your knowledge by looking at these objectives. Pages are for viewing material. We can also scroll down to go to the next item. The next tab we have is assignments. Assignments differ from pages because although we're sharing information, it is a graded item. There are due dates. We can grade and comment on the material, customize it. Also, this submission is going to be private. This is going to be something that the student submits to the instructor and other classmates cannot view. We also know that discussions and quizzes are specific types of assignments. For example, in a marriage and family course, there may be an assignment to watch a video and then to follow up by taking a picture of what the video means to them. So as we can see in this brief assignment, there's a video to watch. And then if we scroll down, we can see it's worth 25 points. We need to enter with a text box, media recording or file upload. We can also see the due date and who it's due to. For our students, they'll also have an option of submitting up here, and we'll view this option in a little bit. So again, the purpose of the Assignments tab is it's graded material that we can view all of the students' work in one location. To move to the next type of material, we can go down and click Next. We also have the option of going back to our home page and working our way down the modules. It works in order under modules, so the student knows exactly what order to complete the material. The next item we're going to view is discussions. When we select discussions, we can see that they are a type of assignment, but how it differs is that it's focused on interaction between students. Typically, this assignment is graded, and usually students are requested to post and reply to one another. This is a great tool if your course is completely online, because you may get answers from students who don't normally speak in class. This is a great place for students who are more introverted, also those who may not want to speak ahead of an elder, also those who may need a moment to collect their thoughts or do some background research. So we can see one example below for a student success strategies class. We know that the student then has the option to post and also reply to others. So this is where we're getting that interaction between the students and also the instructor as well. And this is a great way to build classroom community. To go to the next item, we can then click Next or go back to the home page. The next item we can see is a quiz. For those of you who want to evaluate your student learning and something that has particular right or wrong answers, like a traditional quiz or a traditional test, this quiz option allows you to set the grading criteria, create questions in advance, and also have an answer key. There's quite a few different options here, so I encourage you to customize it for your own courses. We also can see a due date. And as the instructor, of course, as we create this quiz, we'll also want to preview it to see what the students view. And as we can see, there's a set of multiple choice answers on this question, similar to how we would do a test in the classroom. There are also essay options, true and false, fill in the blank, and more. So quizzes are a great way to assess student learning, particularly if there's right or wrong answers or an answer key you've already created. If we go back to our home page, we can see now all of these items, while all listed under week 1, serve very different functions. The page feature is sharing supplemental information. Assignments is a graded item that's between the student and the teacher. Discussions are a graded item that allows interaction between students and building community. And quizzes are an item that has an answer key already, like a test or a quiz traditionally. Again, by putting these all under our modules, the student is able to navigate through each item in order. For those of you who want to know how to create these items, we will first make sure that whatever item we're adding, for example, under week 1, if we would like to create a page, a second page, we can then go to the plus sign on this module heading. Anytime we want to add an item under the module heading, which again will be any material that is assigned or is focused on in that week, we can then click the plus sign, and from here we can customize whether we want to add an assignment, a quiz, file, page, discussion, text header, and then there's also tools to link to websites and other items. These items are the main ones we'll focus on today. So if we would like to add an assignment, we're going to click Assignment, select New Assignment, and then if we want to add, for example, a syllabus check, perhaps if I'm teaching Canvas 101, I would like my students to submit their syllabus so I can help how to adjust Canvas to fit their particular course needs. By writing in the new assignment name, I'm then going to click Add Item. We can then see, as we added this item under the module, it's now at the very bottom. Again, by clicking on the left-hand side, we can move the order. Also, if I want to edit it, I can then select it. From here, I'll go up to the Edit feature. And within this, I have quite a few different options. As we can see, there is a text box that has quite a few features that are similar to Microsoft Word. We can insert a table, insert a video. For example, here is a great place to copy and paste from YouTube, which will embed a YouTube video in our assignment. We can also link certain words to websites for quick access, remove links, add images, insert math equations. Commons is a great location to look at courses that already have shared material that you can pull from and share with. Office 365. This is also a great location for you to add in other features. If you are a Google platform or if you use Screencast-O-Matic, those are some great examples of how Canvas can help you utilize the tools you're already working with. We can select this option to go in and record a video directly in Canvas to our students. Also, we have quite a few different font options that should look familiar to Microsoft Word. I can use any of these features to build the text material that I need for this particular assignment. Again, this assignment is a graded item. For example, I've created a set of instructions here, and if I scroll down, I'm then able to create an amount of points. Assignment group is when you get more comfortable with Canvas, you can actually create different types of groups. For example, you may have 20% of the grade is assignments, 20% of the grade may be tests and quizzes, and so forth. This allows you to customize. We can also display grade as points or percentages. Submission type, here we can typically allow online submission if you're doing online courses. We can also instruct the students to submit a paper copy or utilize a different type of external tool. We're going to select online. It'll allow us to customize what types of submissions are allowed. Typically, I mark quite a few of these because students may have different methods to submit their work. I can also allow several submission attempts or just one, set group assignments, require peer reviews, and even adjust who this is assigned to. I can also set a due date, as well as dictate when the assignment opens, in other words, when it's available, to when the assignment closes and the students are no longer able to view it. Once I have everything set how I'd like, I'll click Save. And now the students can see the assignment here, any grading breakdowns you'd like to include, or additional information like YouTube videos, links, uploading files, and also the points, methods of submitting, and due date. An important aspect to consider is that this assignment is still in progress, so we haven't published it yet, which means the students will not be able to view it. So by clicking Publish, then the students will have access to the assignment. This is a great way to go in and edit each type of document yourself, especially this is a great option to go in and edit until you're ready to share the document with your students. If we go back to our home page, we'll then see that Syllabus Check is now published and it's under week 1. So the students will now have access to this assignment. As an instructor, we also have the option of grading these items when the student submits by using SpeedGrader. SpeedGrader, if we select the bottom option here, allows us to view the student work, and although this is a new assignment, we don't have any submissions, we're able to edit within the document. We're able to pull up the requirements of the grading material. We're able to select the student or to go to the next student, give a grade, and also add additional comments. On top of that, all the students' submitted assignments will all be in this central location under SpeedGrader. This is a great way to pull up past assignments in other courses and also to have all of their submissions in one place. The last feature we're going to look at today is Student View. On the right-hand side, if you select Student View, you'll then be able to see what the course looks like according to the student. We can see that for this particular student, they know to go to week 1 module, work their way down from this Canvas page to assignment, discussion, quiz, and syllabus check. They can do this by clicking on the item and then clicking next at the bottom, or going back to their home page, which is currently the modules page. In other words, by hiding all of this material, the students are able to view all of the different types of assignments, both graded and non-graded, and to do it all through the modules tab allows them to see week 1 as a whole picture. So thank you very much today for tuning in to learn a little bit more about creating course content through non-graded items like pages to graded content material, including discussion, quizzes, and also assignments. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.